Oh, whoa, guys, super smooth. This is quite weird. This will be compatible. Let's go to the gamepad. Ooh. So hello guys, welcome back to another AetherSX2. This is Fredo from projectejing. So yeah, well, let's go ahead and check it out. So we have to go to the Play Store and just type AetherSX2. It will be the first one to come out. As you can see, AetherSX2 under the developer's name, Talret. So AetherSX2 Early Access. So let's continue to install. Let's wait. I'm going to do a testing on each of the controllers. So we'll be testing on an Xbox One controller, an iPega 9118, and a Gamesir X2 Xbox 360 controller. So yeah, let's open. Right after you install, you'll get this screen and it says welcome to AetherSX2. Just few setup steps are necessary before you can play, so just click next after. Next up is the FAQ. So the one listed are the expectation, disclaimers, my games are running too, so and so forth and so forth. So you just click next. So here are the settings. I would notice here there's optimal and fast. I think we should choose optimal since we have a higher processor, which is a Snapdragon 870. If you don't have a higher processor, I would suggest go for the fast and unsafe, which is he already mentioned, use if you have a low-end device. Game compatibility will be worse. So let's just leave it as default. So let's just continue. And so we have to import the BIOS. Go to your downloads. Yeah, so there, after you click that, so mine is a Japan version, so we just click next. We have to go to the game directory. So right now my games are inside the Demon PS2. So let's just go ahead and just select use this folder. Use this folder. So you click next. So finish. There you go. So we're inside the AetherSX2 main menu. Since this is an open beta test, please don't expect too much. It is still a baby. You have to understand that the developers are aiming for a better emulator and they're still focusing on developing the whole aspect of the emulator. So let us just test the game and just enjoy. Let's get started, guys. Okay, so far the controller is working great. Oh! Let's see. See guys, so I didn't do anything, so I just plugged my Gamesir X2 into the phone, and eventually I don't have to set anything, so it's working. Whoa, everything is working. Wow. They did implement all the compatibility for the controllers. Just right now I'm using the Gamesir X2 USB Type-C. I don't have the Bluetooth version, but it will automatically just work. Similar to this controller. This is not bad. There's a bit of delay. I'm not sure if it's the Gamesir X2 or it's on the emulator side. But for now, I'm not focusing on the emulator, on the compatibility of the emulator on any controllers that I have. So bear in mind that this is not a emulator test, but it's a gamepad test for AetherSX2. Whoa! but I'm seeing a good gameplay. It's not noticeable. How about let's try a different game? Let's go exit. How about we try Tekken Tag? Oh, sorry, Tekken 5. Joystick is not working on the thing. Let's try.
The King of Iron Fist Tournament 5.
Okay. It's about.
Marshall.
By the way, I'm using a Snapdragon 870. It's a POCO F3 with an 8GB variant.
Law now faced with his son. Get ready for the next battle. Round 1. Fight.
Whoa, super smooth, guys. I haven't touched the settings. Not bad. Let's see if this L1, L2 is working. Oh, these buttons are not working on Tekken 5. I'm not sure. I have to check, but we have to map the keypads. Yeah, I think we need to map the keypads. How about let's go exit and try another game. Let's try God of War. God of War 1. So we're here. Looking good, looking good. L5 is working. Whoa, guys, super smooth. Yeah, it's working. So far, so good, guys. Compatibility, Gamesir X2, AetherSX2, it's working. So let's continue to the next controller. This is AetherSX2 on a Gamesir X2 gamepad. Compatibility, no problem. I didn't notice anything. No issue at all. So let's go ahead. So previously on the Gamesir X2, the L1 and L2 and L3 and L4 are not working. Let's see on the Xbox.
The King of Iron.
Let's play as Brian.
Fury.
Okay, I'm not sure why, but I should have this. Maybe if I have the PS4 controller. Same issue. This button are not working.
Round 2.
How about let's try a different game? This is just a quick rundown of the compatibility on the controllers that I have. So after this, we'll be testing the iPega 9118. Let's see if that's compatible as well. So start. So far so good. Okay. Now the buttons are working on the left and right. I'm not sure why. Why on the Tekken 5 is not working. Let's just do a quick game. I think when we properly set the emulator, we won't have any problem on the latency. Wow. So we have the God of War. So far so good. The controller is working. I don't have to set it up. but I think for some games you need to map the keypads. I'm not sure, but so we have here is God of War 1 on an AetherSX2 on default. I didn't do any settings, so just a reminder, this is just a open beta test. The emulator is very young, and I'm just doing a testing on the compatible gamepads that I have. Gamepad, which is the Gamesir X2, and right now we're using the Xbox One controller on a Bluetooth connectivity. Okay. I haven't set the emulator, but I'm getting some slowdown after testing the game for quite some time. Oh, there's a mismatch. Okay, so you need to remap the controller. I think for PS4 this is supposed to be the X button, but on the Xbox One it's running on a Y controller. Let's test it out. Same button, same set. Okay, so this is the jump. Yeah, so the controls were a bit jumbled up, so I think we need to remap the thing. So that's why we need to do some testing, so we need to know. Okay, so moving forward, we're going to test the iPega 9118 after this. Okay, so right now we're going to test the iPega 9118. You can actually use it here, but I prefer to place it here so it's more comfortable. On a Xbox One and Gamesir X2, it did hide the on-screen controller display, but on the iPega 9118, the on-screen display is still visible. So let's go to the settings. So there's an option that you can actually auto-hide your touchscreen controller when it detects an external controller. But in my story, I did connect the Bluetooth of the iPega 9118, but still the on-screen display is still visible. Okay, so currently it is not working. How about let's try to adjust it? About dual analog pad in the gamepad. Let's turn off this. How about we just turn off that? Let's see if this works. Okay, so this is quite weird. The analog stick is working, D-pad not working, start not working, button not working, this button is not working, this one. This is working. Let's try to restart the game. Okay, I think there's God of War. Same issue, still the same. I'm not sure, maybe because of the BIOS that I'm using. How about let's try to restart our phone. I'm not sure what happened here. Okay, now we're back after the reboot. Let's try to do another test of the iPega 9118. Still the same. Still the same, guys. Well, I was expecting this will be compatible. I would conclude that this controller is not compatible. So in case you're using the iPega 9118, I would suggest installing this third-party plugin. So you just need to map the buttons for each. So for example, if you want to map your A button, you need to place the buttons on this. Okay, so the last one we're going to test here is Xbox 360. Okay, let's go back to Aether. So I'm using the wireless connectivity here. So I bought a USB to USB Type-C. So you need to plug it in. Let's see if this works. And then there. So let's just wait to be connected. And we're connected. That's it. So let's jump to AetherSX2. So to mention again, I'm using a wireless connectivity on a USB to Type-C. Oh, input, I'm sorry. Let's go to the gamepad. Ooh, it looks like it's working. It is working! The on-screen display disappeared, so the emulator detected a compatible gamepad. Let's just continue. Let's test the gamepads. Okay. Same issue, the gamepads are not accurate. It's all jumbled up. Oh, but it's working compared to the iPega 9118. This is my last gamepad that I have, but in the future I would plan to buy some 8-bit gamepad and some other gamepads that are available in the market, like the T4 Mini, one player and such. So just to remind you guys again, this is just an open beta testing. The emulator is still a baby, it's still young. There's still a lot of improvement, but I would say this is by far the best PS2 emulator in Android. Okay, so far so good. Same issue, this is not working. Okay, so yeah, this is all working, guys. This except for this. So overall, I find the gamepad very responsive. I would say there are some miss and hit on the emulator when it comes to the gamepad. I won't complain about it. Anyway, you can also watch my previous video about the AetherSX2. I'll link them up in the description box below. I also want to mention that I would recommend Gamesir X2 in using this emulator. By far, it is super easy to use. I didn't have any problem. I would highly recommend using it for your daily gaming. Also, let me know your thoughts. I would like to hear from you. Just comment down below and I'll try to answer you back. And that's all I got from now. Thanks for watching, and as always, have a good game everyone. Peace.